Hello Virgo, this is Tamara from Tamara Tarot, and this is your reading for September 2017 for the first 2 weeks of September. And happy birthday to you who is celebrating your birthday at the beginning of September. It's actually my birthday as well. I'm also Virgo. My birthday is on 6th of September, so I'm looking forward to that. And this is a general reading, and this reading is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising sign. Cards are jumping. Okay, for this reading, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, which is this one. And I'm going to draw an additional card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck by Kylie Gray. Okay, let me just shuffle a little bit longer. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. And let's go ahead. Let me just shuffle a bit longer. I normally feel when I need to stop. Okay, so it's next first 2 weeks of September 2017. Okay, and that's the present, recent past, and near future. Okay, and the first card we have is the Knight of Cups. Second one is Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. And the Spirit's message for you is Knight of Pentacles. That's your recent past. Dear Virgo. In the present, we have Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Sorry, that was a Four of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, lots of money issues, and the Ten of Wands. And in your near future, we have Five of Cups, Four of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Spirit's message for you is Page of Pentacles. Okay, let me just quickly have a look, and then we go ahead. So the first message over here is the Knight of Cups in your recent past. Knight of Cups is quite a young individual, someone who hasn't reached full maturity, someone who is probably just maybe below 40, or someone who is maybe slightly older but behave immature. This person could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. It's a water sign. It's a quite emotional person. Someone is making an offer, someone who's made an offer for you. It could be an offer of love, it could be an offer of emotions, but because it's a general reading, if it's not if it's not a love reading for you, then it could be an offer somewhere at work, or some sort of something, some offer was been done to you. And the next card to it is the Four of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles is the card of balance. It's a balancing your, it could be balancing anything, could be balancing finances, putting money here, taking them from there, but it could be also balancing your life, balancing it between your love life and balancing it between your work life, or balancing all together. It's balancing, because I think in a Spirit's message for present is Ten of Wands, which is a card of heavy burden. It could be you, balancing all this, work, relationship, home, all this all together. However, sometimes the card got slightly negative sort of meaning, where it's called of a miser, someone who holds everything too tight to himself. You probably can see on this in this card how tightly he holds to all this third one of the pentacles is on the head, but all these other threes he hardly, tightly holds to himself. So the spirit's message over normally here is just, let it go a little bit. Let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to be, to share share your resources with someone who needs it. It's okay, you are right at the moment. Because spirit's message is also here for you is a Knight of Pentacles. It's another knight. You have two knights in your recent past. Next card after this Four of Pentacles is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is cutting everything which wasn't serving you. It's a double blade, sword over here. You can see it can be used, quite sharply. It's to find the truth. It could be to cut through all the lies, something which hasn't been told or hidden from you. Cut through all this and find the truth. Or because there's a hand with this sword and it also comes as an offer. It could be an offer of truth. It was an offer of some sort of whatever was not not clear for you before. Now it's all coming out into the light. It's also a card of a new beginning. It's a new beginning after cutting all this what didn't serve you, after cutting all the lies, after cutting all this unspoken, whatever been hidden and haven't been said, and starting from the clear page, as I say, with the truth, and moving forward. And you are moving forward because you have a Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, all the knights, here we said about Knight of Cups, which could be a romantic offer, but it's also moving forward with a relationship. It's moving forward with some sort of, love or, whatever emotional offer was done here. But it also applies here. It's Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knights out of all the knights in the deck. So you slowly but sturdily moving forward. And I can see with this, the Ace of Swords, that after you cut everything which didn't serve you, you are starting something started in a recent past, started something new, and started moving ahead, started moving, forward. Sorry, my candle's gone a little bit crazy. It's, burning all over. So yes, it's also, it could be some individual in your life. Pentacles is a very earthy sign. It could be Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Someone who is very reliable, someone who is very trustworthy, materially secure, financially secure. It's very analytical, likes planning. But again, it's quite a young individual. It's someone who has not reached the maturity. It's someone who is just below 40 or just early 40s, or someone who just acts and maturely, which is actually quite unusual for the Virgo. Virgo is very grounded, very sort of down-to-earth sign. So we have two personalities in your readings and in your recent past, two young individuals over here. In the present, we have Five of Wands. Five of Wands is Wands represents fire. It could be Leo, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Or just a fiery argument, because we can see the Five of Wands is the fight over here. It's a fiery argument about something, and because next to it I can see the Three of Pentacles, I believe that there's an argument about money, argument about work, argument at work, could be argument with your partner, because three represents a group of people, three people, partnership, argument with your partner, business partner, argument with maybe with your boss at work, with your co-workers. And but it's not like a physical battle. It's more sort of argumentative. It's sort of all sort of words and sending messages to each other, and fighting for what you think is true. And as I said, it's looks like the fighting is either at your workplace, place work, or because of money with a partner or someone else. You have to balance again. Here you've got Four Pentacles. Over here you only have two in a present, where before you were holding really tight with your money in a present. Now you only got Two Pentacles, and you need to be very careful. You need to be very, balancing. You need to move money from one place to another, from another, moving it back to somewhere else. But it's a card of balance. It's a card that you are going. Yes, it's not much resources available, but you will manage to balance those resources which is available to you, and distribute them equally, distribute them the right way, the way they needs to be distributed. And the Spirit's message for the present for you is the Ten of Wands. And Ten of Wands is the card of heavy burden. It's being overworked. It's being carrying all these responsibilities in the world on your shoulders, and taking all those responsibilities in the world on your shoulders. And, being sort of hunching underneath all that heavy weight. And, carrying all that. It could be work, it could be relationship, it could be, if you're not working, it could be house responsibilities. So you are carrying all this on your shoulders, and the Spirit's message here for you is that 10 is the number 10 over here is the end of the cycle, that it's time for you to drop that heavy burden, put it on the ground, or delegate. Learn how to delegate, learn how to pass it to some other people, distribute. It's similar to this, balance, distribute, balance your life, balance responsibilities, balance your, all this heavy weight you're carrying on your shoulders. And in your near future, we have a Five of Cups. Five of Cups I normally call as a card of crying over the spilled milk. It's a card of being upset, to be honest. It's something really, something upset you. It's quite emotional card. It's five represents emotions, as I said, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You are there looking at those three spilled cups. Something's gone wrong in your life, something's gone missing, or something's gone wrong, something disappeared, or you lost something. There was some sort of a loss, and you are upset about it, and you are sort of you are not very happy. But the Spirit's message, this in this card, is if only you would turn and look behind you, you still have two more cups left, and they're full. So not everything has been lost, not everything been spilled, not everything been the loss of something. There is still plenty there, maybe not as much as you had, but there is still enough for you. Just make sure that the Spirit's message is that telling you, just make sure you just turn and look at what you have, rather than crying at what you lost. And the next message for you over here is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, I think it's reflects very much to this message, that you are crying, they're upset. And here it says that take a time off, meditate, have a rest. It's you know, and swords represents our thoughts, our, you know, mental activity, our sort of conscious and subconscious. It tells us that it's all in your head. Take a break of all this worrying, and take a break from all this, you know, overthinking. Sometimes overthinking is not good. You know, carry on thinking about the same things, or over analyzing. It's also not very good. You know, time to take time out, because after this card, we have a Six of Wands. A Six of Wands is an ultimate victory. It's a victory card. It's a really, really good. It's again, it's a fiery energy. Wands represent fire. It's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius person. It could be you, very victorious, dear Virgo. Whatever period in your life, second, you know, the up to 5, the figure here is 6. After 5, we got a completely different period starting, which lasted up to 10, a number of 10. So you are at this period, you're victorious. You, whatever, you know, you've been, maybe that battle you were fighting, and maybe that burden you were carrying, you dropped it all. And if you can see, all of them, all those cards are wands. So you either managed to drop that heavy weight, or you've won that battle over here. But it's also a card of recognition. It's you being recognized for your success. It's you being sort of recognized, and your your achievements have been recognized as well. So people are looking, whoever in your environment they are, you know, appreciating your success, appreciating your achievements. And the final message in this reading for you is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is very young energy. It could be a child. And this child is like you, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, someone who is very grounded. And this child is, the message, it's either the child, or it could be messages coming about the child. Looks like you know, males, it could be your son or someone, but the messages are, you know, it's very positive. The only thing I can say that the child, it could be like, as I said, your son or someone. It's talking about the money. Maybe they will need to require money for the university or college, or there's some sort of money required for this particular young individual. But you know, you will be dealing something with someone very young, and their financial issues with this problem, with this person. But because there is next to this card, I can see the Six of Wands is very positive card. It's card of victory. I think whatever money was, you will probably will be having enough, and that's why you're probably balancing. That's why you are holding to that money, because money will be needed for this individual. But as I said, because next to this individual, next to this person, you have Six of Wands. I think whatever the money were required, whatever the issue was, there will be success in this matter. All right, let's just quickly summarize. So we have 2 knights in your recent past, one who is offering you either love or emotions, or some sort of an offer, and which is followed by, and you got another knight, which is the Knight of Pentacles, who is very grounded, slow moving, but steadily moving. You have Four of Pentacles, where you are balancing or holding too tight. You've got enough, but you're holding very tight to your money. Some truths were revealed. Something was revealed for you, and you could start from the blank page, from the clear page, and start something new. Start moving forward. Maybe financially, because this is Knight of Pentacles, and before this card we got Four of Pentacles. So whatever financial issues, maybe some truth was revealed, and you can start you know, from the clean page. there are some battles and there's some sort of arguments or some problems at workplace or with your partner or with a group of people you're working maybe, or dealing with something issue, probably concerned about the money, and that's why you are balancing the money. You're taking them from one place to another. There's a lot on your shoulders at the moment, but the spirit's message is it's at number 10. It's a time to drop this to drop this all this weight, and then try to sort of delegate, or ask for help, be able to ask for help. Underneath it, we have, in your recent past, we have a card of being upset, being for the lost, some sort of loss, but not everything been lost. You still got 2 full cups, and the spirit's messages is time out. Stop thinking about it. Take a time out, have a rest, because after this rest, you will be victorious. You will be recognized. And the last message is there's some young individual, which would be, it's either Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or it could be an issue with this young person concerning the money. And those 2 cards where you're balancing the money confirms this sort of story for me. Let's just draw additional card for you, Virgo, for the first 2 weeks in September, and see what's additional message for you Spirit has. Oops, wow, many of them. Quite new, so it's really hard to shuffle them. Let's see what's additional spiritual message for you, dear Virgo. Let's just shuffle the cards. Oh, and we have Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. So it's actually goes well with those 2 cards. One of them is open communication. Stop fighting. Start communicating. No more fights. Another say, get a weight off your chest. Get that weight off and speak up with love and be heard. Ask for help. Delegate. Speak up. And that is the Spirit's message to you, and it's all in the present, and it goes really well with all your reading for the first 2 weeks of September, dear Virgo. I hope you liked the reading. Please come back for the next couple of weeks in September, starting from 16. I also have love readings on YouTube for September. Please watch those. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe. And if you want the private readings, all the information is underneath this video. And I'm looking forward to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.